A 23-year-old woman accidentally sends a nude selfie to her dad. She sent it by accident, and then she recorded his very angry response on video and put that on social media. And now she's trying to cash in and get some reality television show, and there's people actually looking at signing contracts with her. And it's just blowing up into some silly thing. So here's the question. What advice would you give to women who take nude photos of themselves? A, put your clothes on and stop trying to act like the Kardashians. You're more valuable to God than a few cheap photos. B, you're only young once. Do what you want. You can always ask for forgiveness later. Or C, if you're acting this way for a Hollywood job, it's okay because it's art.
Hold on, here comes the Dan agenda plane. Clear the runway, boys.
I may have thrown that in a little bit from last week.
I stopped buying suntan lotion. It's offensive to me. All right, Mike, you're in first.
Hey, okay, this is not going to sound right. If you're sending that to your husband, I'm totally okay with that. I feel like that's all right. Like, however you and your marriage wants to get down, I think that's cool. If it's not your husband, that's a big no. Absolutely not. Don't ever do that anymore. Ever again. In fact, even if it is your husband, I'd look at his phone directly after he gets it and then delete it. Because, I mean, you know, what if it rings and the kids look at it or something? You got to watch yourself on that jazz. Like, if you don't have that number lock on there, you got to watch yourself. But I'm just saying, I don't have any problem with that. I mean, I don't really see the problem.
Boova.
I think I'm in with that answer.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
How awful do I sound? I'm like, I'm not a married guy, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yep, gonna get myself locked into that one. Hey, I agree with Mike.
Okay, all right, doing it.
Yeah,
Married picture, Tuna. Come on. That's got to be
Hey,
solid.
man, don't ruin it.
What could be the problem?
I'm not married yet, so I can't offer married advice. But to a woman, just speaking to her personally, I mean, obviously, what we're talking about there, but I think also just more importantly, they just need to remember who their identity is in, not in the approval of other men. And I just really want to encourage them that shouldn't be their identity, that shouldn't be their appreciation. But that's just a little deeper side note. But yeah.
What?
Ben?
What? I mean, he's right about that.
I know.
He's I mean, the underlying truth is that if it's not within a married relationship, you know, I don't know, you're giving away the fun. I mean, like what you're doing is you're drawing, you're having to you're cheapening yourself to the extent that there's more. If there's more to you than that, but that's what it takes to keep someone reeled in or to get someone's attention. Like, that's not the right kind of attention. I mean, it feels good at the moment, but like ultimately, that's not where you want to build. And so yeah,
That was my answer. It's exactly what I said.
You know, the thing is, you'll get that attention whether you send that selfie or not. I mean, that's the way guys are wired. You don't need to have that selfie. She's already going to get that sexual tension or whatever. She's looking for that just by being female.
That's also true. That's also true. It's a misnomer to think that you have to be nude for a guy to be like, oh,
no,
that's a fine looking lady.
No, that's true. And here's the deal. Like, I mean, you know, dudes they're visually wired. That's true. Frankly, you're not doing fellas a whole lot of service by offering up more than you probably should anyway. Like, they're having a hard enough time as it is. You know what I'm saying? Just the female voice and a shoulder is about enough to, you know, send most dudes off the wire. You know what I'm saying? They can't control themselves anyway. And so, like, the more you can keep it at bay is the more that you're going to attract the right kind of guy that can appreciate that. And he's not going to ask for that anyway. You know what I'm saying? The right kind of guy doesn't ask for that stuff. Yeah. That's not what he's after. I mean, he's after eventually when they get married. But I'm saying when he's not. I mean, he's looking for the relationship, and he's basically looking to go through life together with you and not take from you. That's not his goal. He wants to add unto you, not to take from you. And so, you know, by just offering that stuff and taking it, it's exactly what it is. It's not a fair exchange. And frankly, like, especially as the woman, you really should be looking for a man that's going to add to you and not take away. And I just see that as flat out theft.
Yeah. Theft.
Unless you're married, then it's all right to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up
I don't
all
know
right.
why Tunic's taking such a hard line on this thing.
Eric, do you have any additional commentary?
No, I think Mike got it all. I mean,
Okay.
It's just there. Yeah, I agree, Mike.
All right. Rocket.
Nobody should agree with Mike. Minus 10 points for Herrick.